Champion of Kind. I never did figure out who to give, who I'm supposed to don't. Well, I don't know. For some reason, I wasn't able to. Here's something we should do. Travel to Solstheim. I haven't done that yet. Actually, let me go check up on my castle. And then we will travel to Solstheim.
We're one of the same kind, you and I. I'm glad to have met you.
All I want is a fair book. How hard can it be?
Great view from here.
And yes, my frame rate here is pretty horrendous. About 9 frames a second. Usually when I get near or into the cities, my frame rate drops really drastically, unfortunately. Also, I just recently downloaded another mod called Tamrielic Grasslands or something like that. It's basically a floral mod. I used to have Skyrim Floral Overhaul, but I got rid of it because it just really eats away at my frame rate. And to be honest, I would imagine that this Grass Overhaul mod I got probably does the same. But it looked good in the screenshots at the Nexus website. And quite honestly, I love the look of it here in the game, so even though I'm probably getting a fairly huge frame rate hit from it, I'm gonna hang on.
For glory!
Oh, you goofy bears. We'll take this and the pelt, but we'll leave the meat and everything else. Alright, Mr. Elk. You got another shot at life. I love the greenery. I love the kinds of grasses and vegetation that this mod provides. And it really is a gorgeous... I forget the specific name, but it's something like Tamrielic Grasslands. And this is for a special edition, but it really just gives a added beauty and just a really marvelous look to the landscape of Skyrim. Let's see, what are we doing? Dragonborn. Oh wait, we're going to Castle Gondolin first. Castle Gondolin, and then we'll go to Solstheim.
You have a grim look.
So here, the fortifications, the walls and the towers have been refurbished.
An orc
Looks
follows
like
to the death.
Yes, sir.
Much more prominent and working castle.
great view from
A
here.
lot of the messy stuff, there's some of it still here, but a lot of it has been cleaned up. And still some broken areas, but it certainly looks better
We
than
need to
what it
hurry.
did. So, gorgeous vegetation, beautiful butterflies.
Amazingly pleasant change from the sewers of Novigrad.
Actually, I don't even know if I have enough. Let's see, 11,000.
You all right? You look like you might be sick.
Yeah, I think I captured
Well,
something.
hello.
Let's see, did I already rebuild everything?
Of course.
I know good and well I built all of this stuff. Well, I don't have enough money to do it all. I think that the way this mod works is, like, if you only purchase some of the items or you know, in the list, like if I were only to purchase 1 or 2 of these items in this list, and then leave and go adventure and then come back, I would have to rebuild these 1 or 2 items again. So I think what you have to do is acquire enough gold to cover everything on the list, rebuild everything in the list,
Take care now.
for
Good afternoon.
for the actual reconstruction work in the
Need something?
of the castle in the mod to remain. Otherwise, if you're just doing 1 or 2 items and you come back, you have to keep rebuilding those parts of the castle.
Yes? Hmm?
And you just end up wasting.
Of course.
Let's see. Let's see.
If you change your mind, you know where to find me. I'll be glad to help you. There are many ways to improve your home, provided you have the coin. And of course, don't forget to consult your home decorating guide for descriptions of the decorations you can buy. Now, what would you like to purchase?
So 2,000, 3,000, that's 5. This is 8. 8,000, these 2 would be 4. So that would be 12,000 in gold. Well, then the private room, that's 12,500.
As you wish. Speak to me again if you decide to purchase some decorations for your home.
Which, of course, I only have 11,313, so I'll have to wait to come back to do all of
An
that.
orc follows to the death.
Yes, Sirrah?
Alright, let's head over to, let's see, it's 5:05. Travel to Solstein.
I'm still here.
I'd rather be sitting in a royal council meeting, but they killed my king.
Come on in. We've got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
Let's do a save here. So beautiful, but at what cost? Yeah, I'm currently running a 1050 Ti GeForce card with only 4 gigs of VRAM. I think if I had 6 gigs of VRAM, my game might run a
An
little
orc
bit
follows
smoother.
to the death.
Winning
There's
a war
no
takes
glory
3
in war.
things. Coin,
It's just something they
coin,
tell
and even
soldiers
more
so they'll risk
coin.
their lives.
Alright, ladies, you can relax for the night. I'm gonna grab a room and get some
Soon,
sleep.
I will be of age. The taste is bitter.
I always
Got
get
some
3
fresh
frames
baked bread and good cheese if you're after a bite to
spawning
eat.
into Windhelm.
Perhaps I'll join the Legion one day.
Yeah,
As
yeah.
my father
I
had
was
done.
mentioning a little bit
Be
ago
on the
that.
lookout. The butcher could be around any corner.
Oops.
Those
to see
dark
you.
elf refugees
Finally,
will
someone
take over the
useful is
city if we
around.
aren't careful.
Boosting me up on the table.
After what Yes? happened to those other women, I'm worried about my own safety. Sure thing.
get too
It's
far
yours
ahead.
for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Alright.
You should probably be in
Murdered time
bed.
and again.
You're looking a bit
and
under
all the guards
weather.
care about is the war.
Well, I'm gonna go to bed as soon as I get off the table. Yeah, I was mentioning a little bit ago that
You know about Talos?
I currently
He founded the Empire.
I
Let me give
currently
you a taste of my
average
life.
like around 10 frames or
We need to
less
hurry.
whenever I go into a city. But once I, like when I'm near the entrance or in the city, I'll get like that low frame. But once I get farther out into the main open area of Skyrim, I get a little bit better. I get like between 20 and 30. And then if I go into a fortified area, a fortress or a cave, then I'll get like
Got some
40.
fresh baked bread and good. Huh? Let me know
Then I'll get like between 40 and 50 frames.
if there's anything else you need.
Thank you, Elda. Actually, I probably need water. Might as
Amazingly pleasant
well-
change from the sewers of
Yora,
Novigrad.
good to see you. I was wondering if you might ask Lortheim something for me.
Might as well take the food.
Don't bother. I don't have much chance of seeing my husband these days.
Oh, I
He's
can't
always
have
up
those
in the palace
potions?
with Ulfric.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear
Don't
that.
get too far
Is
ahead.
everything all right?
It's been better, I'll be honest
When you
with
do the Civil War
Yeah.
battles, you
Let
might
me get
have
you
to
some meat.
tweak
This
your
one's
setup
on
just
me.
for that. Those quests always murder my setup. Yeah, it'll be a
We
while
need to
before
hurry.
I get to that part of the story. But yeah, there's no doubt I'll have to do something to be able to make that happen more effectively. But yeah, that's a ways down the road. Alright, Janasa, we're gonna head over to Solstheim. Am I really overweight? Nope.
There's no glory in war. It's just something they tell soldiers so they'll risk their lives.
Let's see. I think we have to go down this way.
Oh, I'd love to see it all.
So yeah, like right now, as you can tell,
It's beautiful here.
I'm getting 7 frames per second. And of course, a big part of this is the fact that I'm using an ENB. So that certainly doesn't help my frame rate situation either, but
Great view from here.
yeah, that's kind of how it goes.
Hands off.
Let's see.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard.
vampire hunters or something in the old fort near Riften. Might consider joining up myself.
How do you feel about your post here?
Hard to believe I ever complained about Riften being cold.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Until next time.
Looks like you could use a little bit more something other than your cloak, though, to keep warm.
We've stopped. What is it?
So yeah, it's pretty choppy right here now, but... And of course, you know what I could do? Let me just go ahead and turn my E and B off for a little while. Okay, so now... Well, it's still not much different. 7 frames. I'm still just getting 7 frames even with it off. Alright, let me turn it back on. Yeah, Skyrim Special Edition is real rough on my system because of the upscaled textures. Some areas are pretty good. Like Solstheim was always more stable than Skyrim. Oh, okay. Well, that's where I'm headed, so... Yeah, we'll have to check and see how things work for my particular setup. But boy, it's pretty horrible now. I was actually looking online for a 6 gig VRAM card, and they're just a little bit expensive for me at the moment. But I really need to get a better graphics card.
If you're looking for passage to Solstheim, too bad. I'm not going back there anymore.
Really?
If you're looking for passage to Solstheim, too bad. I'm not going back there anymore.
And are you the... Well, what happened? Why is that?
It's hard to explain. I remember those people with the masks coming on board. Then, the next thing I remember, I was here, and they were gone. That's not right, losing whole days like that. There's been something strange going on there for a while. But after this, I'm done. I'm not going back to Solstheim.
Well, I need to get there.
Have you been listening to me? I'm not going back there.
Alright, I'll give you 500.
Well, a man's got to make a living after all. Fine. We'll cast off immediately.
I could have tried to persuade him, but it's like he is a working fellow. And he's got a crew that need to earn a living, so I figure why not just give him the money, as I do have it. Okay. Great, my game is stuck. Oh, there we go. Oh, I forgot to have my water skins refilled.
Well, here we are. This is Raven Rock. Can't say I'm all that glad to see it again. Good luck. Maybe you can figure out what's going on around here.
Well, what's going on is they're after me, and I need to try to get rid of the cult. Raven Rock discovered. Come on, game. For goodness sake. Are you bloody kidding me?
I don't recognize you. So I'll assume this is your first visit to Raven Rock, Outlander. State your intentions. Giolland, I was starting to wonder what happened to you.
We were delayed by bad weather. Before you even ask, yes, I have the supplies you requested. But
what?
this load cost me double what we'd agreed on. Nothing I can do about it.
Damn it, Jolland, you know we don't have that much coin.
Look, the East Empire Company didn't give me a choice. They've raised their prices again, and there's nothing I can do about it.
After all these years, they're gouging us for every last drake we have. Let me talk to Laeral. I'll see what we can do.
All right, Admiral. Don't worry about rushing it. Just pay me when you can.
Your visit here will be tolerated as long as you abide by our laws. Otherwise, you'll answer. I've sworn to keep Councillor Morvain safe, and I intend to take that oath to the grave if need be.
Alright. Why are you so suspicious of visitors?
I have to be. As second councillor, the security of Raven Rock is my primary concern.
Great view.
Hey, Nighttime, welcome to the stream. Glad you could join us for Skyrim. So, security has been an issue for you folks?
This isn't exactly the city of Blacklight. We're on the frontier out here. We've had more than a fair share of troubles. After all we've been through together, I refuse to let Councillor Morvain down.
And what do your titles mean exactly?
Councillor Morvain is House Redoran's representative on Solstheim. As second councillor, it's my job to support him and make certain his rule is enforced.
Alright. So is this purely a Dunmer settlement?
Raven Rock started out as an imperial settlement, but the Empire decided to abandon it, just as my people were first setting foot here. They left the town a shambles, but when House Redoran took over, we turned it around and it became ours. And even if it's been a struggle to make this island livable, we're proud to call it home.
Well, then I guess this place rightly belongs to you then. And what is this city of Blacklight that you mentioned?
Your ignorance of our homeland doesn't surprise me. It's the capital of Morrowind. Been that way ever since Mournhold was sacked by the Argonians. I don't visit there often anymore, but we still get the occasional supply ship and visitors from there.
I see. So the Argonians invaded your homeland, huh?
Quite a while ago, yes. They cut a bloody swath across most of the southern region of Morrowind. Nobody seems certain why it happened. An attempted expansion, revenge for the enslavement of their people, or perhaps both. Whatever the case may be, thousands of Dunmer needlessly lost their lives, and many more were exiled from their homeland.
I see. I don't suppose you would know, or have you ever heard of Mirac?
I'm unsure. I swear I know the name, but I cannot place it.
That's alright. Can you possibly tell me anything about him?
I don't think so. I'm not... The name has something to do with the Earthstone, I think, but I'm not sure what.
I see. Alright.
Remember, we're watching you.
Yeah, and I guess Mirac is watching all of us. So, a Dunmer settlement, huh? Where is...
Your visit here will be tolerated as long as you abide by our laws. Otherwise, you'll answer to the Redoran Guard.
Well, I don't plan on being unlawful or unruly, so... I think we'll get on just fine. Let's see, I don't really need mine to be at the moment. And where are my other oh, there she is.
We're one of the same kind, you and I. I'm glad to have met you. Need something?
So, what do you think about being in a property owned by your people? I don't think I have a dialogue option for that, but I would like to get Janas's thoughts since we are here and basically among her people
Let's
now.
go.
I'm dressed like a brigand. Yeah, I guess so. I really wanted to be kind of a barbarian warrior. But my particular armor is basically primitive Nord heavy. So, all right. The
We've stopped.
shrine
What is it?
of Mirak.
If you're looking for work, the mine's been closed for a long time.
Who's in charge of this area?
Councillor Morvain is the only reason Raven Rock has survived all these years. You should pay your respects. If you've got any gripes, check in at Morvain Manor. Second Councillor Arano will sort you out.
How do you feel about being posted at this place?
I can't believe I've been stuck here this long.
Oh, I'd love to see it all.
Damn Ash!
Yeah, I suppose that's not helpful. I was insanely disappointed when they did almost nothing with the followers in Skyrim, when so much was done with them on their games after Oblivion,
Amazingly pleasant
especially
change from the
Fallout New
sewers of
Vegas.
Novigrad.
Although I know Bethesda didn't actually make New Vegas. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what the follower situation was like in Skyrim when it came out in 2011. And I've always used amazing follower tweaks whenever I have had followers, so the amazing follower tweaks has always been a really...
I'd rather be sitting in a royal council meeting, but they killed my king.
At least for me, it has always been a really good and worthwhile mod for followers. But, yeah, interesting. Where is
Great
Councillor
view from
Morvain?
here.
I think he's over this way, right?
As the
I
wife to
trust
the
you're not
second
planning any
councillor of
trouble.
Raven Rock, it would be my
What can I
pleasure to
do
help
for
you
you,
any
friend?
way that I can. You look able to venture outside of town. Perhaps you could help me recover something precious that was lost?
Yeah, sure.
A few months ago, I had sent an important folio to the first edition bookshop in the Imperial City to be rebound. They sent it back to me recently, but it never arrived.
No, Councillor. I'm afraid...
Was it aboard a ship?
Once again.
Yes, the
Very well.
Strident Squall,
Cover
or
the difference
something
with my
like that.
personal treasury.
The damn thing sunk right off the coast of Solstheim. Can
This
you
rate, your
imagine?
treasury will be empty by next winter.
And how do you know that
It
this is
doesn't
what
matter.
happened to it?
One of the sailors
responsible
survived.
for those
Poor
people,
thing
and I'll
crawled
make
all the way to
whatever
Raven Rock
sacrifices
on
are
his hands and
necessary to keep
knees.
them alive.
Before he died, he told the Redoran Guard about the wreck and warned us that it was going to be crawling with reavers.
Great. I'll see if I can find your book.
Thank you. You have no idea how much it hurts losing such a precious heirloom. My husband is second counselor, so I certainly have the means to reward you if you find my folio.
Alright, but I was told to pay my respects to counselors,
It's
so
been a
that's
long
why I'm
time
here.
since I walked the ashlands of Vardenfell. I miss it terribly. We've stopped. What is it?
I used that in the dialogue overhaul
How
for
much
them,
longer do you intend to serve as his shield, Admiral?
along with
Veteran Council
NPC's
tasked me
travel,
with
which
keeping
let
Laeral
you
alive, which
see
I've done
your
without
follower
question.
traveling
Winning a
if you're
war
lucky
takes
enough
three
after
things.
dismissing them.
Coin, coin, and
It would
even
of
more
course let you
coin.
track them in case you
owe
wanted to
him
actually
our
find
lives.
them
Am I to
to
suddenly...
follow
My
you
blood's
again.
calm. I prefer it boiled.
I'm sorry, my love. It's this island.
Anything you can contribute to Raven Rock will be greatly appreciated and rewarded appropriately. Of course.
Every Dunmer left a piece of themselves
Well,
behind
sir, I'm just here
when
to
they
pay my
departed our
respects.
homeland.
On behalf of House Redoran and as Counselor of Raven Rock, I bid you welcome.
So, do you rule all of Solstheim?
Solstheim is theoretically under my rule. But without revenue from the mine, I lack the resources to actually govern anything but Raven Rock itself. Not that there's much beyond the confines of our town anyway.
So then Raven Rock is the only settlement on the island?
Well, there's a small enclave of Nords to the north in Skarl village. They pretty much keep to themselves, and we both like it that way. Then there's Tel Mithrin to the east. The Telvanni live out there. Sort of a strange lot. But since we're both from Morrowind, we get along. Other than that, Solstheim is crawling with bandits and reeklings. But that's to be expected living in a frontier like this.
Yeah, I guess so. What exactly happened to the mine? Why is it shut down?
It used to be one of the richest ebony mines in Morrowind, but it dried out years ago. Now, we're barely holding out here. Without the mine, Raven Rock doesn't feel like it can last much longer.
Yeah, that ebony is quite a priceless ore. It was the dopest when I grouped up with them after finding them, also fighting through a dungeon or Dwemer ruin since I had such hardcore mods. It would literally save me. Talking about your followers. I mean, mine certainly help out in a fight, that's for sure. What is House Redoran?
You've never heard of House Redoran? We're the mightiest of the great houses, and we lead the council, the ruling body of Morrowind.
So there's no Jarl in your jurisdiction, I guess?
This isn't Skyrim, Outlander. A group of powerful and influential Dunmer families have been ruling Morrowind for millennia. They embody a council made up of 5 great houses: Telvanni, Dres, Indoril, Sadras, and Redoran.
But you said Redoran leads this council, right?
Well, of course. With 4 other houses on the council, someone has to keep the rabble organized. Our house leads the council by virtue of our preeminence in battle, wisdom, and ancestral glory.
Sounds a bit complicated.
Yes. I imagine it would to someone not of our people. If you're interested in pursuing the subject, help yourself to any of the historical volumes in my library.
Do you by chance know someone called Mirak?
Do I? What a strange thing. It sounds so familiar, and yet I cannot place the name.
Can you tell me anything about him?
I'm not even sure. I can picture a temple, here on Solstheim. Must have been a bad dream.
Yeah, I suppose.
My doors are open if you wish to discuss matters involving Raven Rock.
And what might you need,
Anything you can contribute to Raven Rock will be greatly appreciated. And
right.
rewarded appropriately.
Counselor.
Of course.
When I first modded Skyrim, I had a group of followers like in Dragon Age,
to the death.
and when I found a Spriggan healer follower, I was so giddy. They actually healed you and allies around you in combat. Yeah, I picked up a mod.
Great view from here.
This woman, Vermith, and she's basically our resident healer among the group here.
Yes.
But she really hasn't worked out all that well as a healer. I oftentimes end up having to I end up having to heal myself many times in battle. But she is an extra person to help out in battle, so I've just kind of kept her.
Let's get going.
All right. Let's see the shrine.
I'm still here.
You look great.
488.
And what might you need,
I work for Mogrel. You got a problem, you talk to him.
I see. So right
Don't
now
look
my
too far
frames
ahead.
aren't looking too bad. They're not great, but they're right around 24,
An orc follows
23,
to the
so
death.
it's not quite as stuttery.
Mogul, I got those special poisons you asked for.
My husband Vendel feared visitors would shun Raven Rock. I'm glad to see he was mistaken.
Do you know someone called Mirak?
Mirak. I'm sure I've heard that name before. Haven't I? Was it in a dream?
Probably.
May your path be free from danger.
Miserable. Just miserable. Oh, I hate this place.
So I take it you don't like it here?
Don't like it. I hate it. Every day it's the same
beautiful
thing.
here.
We open the shop, we hardly sell a thing, we close the shop and go to sleep. What kind of a life is that?
Not a pleasant one. Why not return to back to Morrowind?
Care for anything from my
Oh,
stand
believe
today?
me, I'd be on the first ship off this miserable island if I could. But I'm not sure I could do that to my father. I think it would break his heart.
I know why
We've
you're
already
upset.
lost my mother.
I'll get the coin.
I don't want to
I
leave him alone.
promise.
If you want that beautiful wife of yours
I
to
see.
stay that way, you better.
Yeah, since the Spriggan used range attacks preferably, it was always in range of us to heal instead of being more focused on fighting. Yeah, unfortunately that's kind of how Vermith is. She does a little more fighting than healing, but I still like to have her around. Every frame makes a notable difference when you're under 30. Feeling smooth is better when you get above 40. Yeah.
Oh, I'd love to see.
So how did your mother die?
We lived in a settlement perhaps a league from the border of Black Marsh, the homeland of the Argonians. Even though the Argonian invasion ended a long time ago, there are still a few scale-skinned clans that live within our borders. To put it simply, they attacked our settlement and slaughtered almost everyone. It was horrible.
I see. Do you know someone called Mirak?
I think so, but I'm not sure where I heard the name.
And I don't suppose you can tell me anything about him, huh?
I don't know why, but I'm thinking about a temple here on the island. Maybe it was just a bad dream.
Yeah, probably.
Keep yourself safe. Solstheim's still a dangerous place.
Mallory.
Without question. Let's do a save. The most fun I've ever had while gaming was when I played games at 20 frames, and that was if I was lucky. Most of the time because I wasn't trying
You need to talk some sense into your husband.
play
You can't get blood from a stone, Mogrel. As it is, we
What do
can
you
barely make ends
use
meet.
for your mod
That
manager?
isn't my problem. I was clear when I loaned Garwin the money that I wanted
I
it back by
used
first
Vortex
harvest.
to
Your
mod
visit
this
here will be
Skyrim
tolerated
gameplay.
as long as you abide by our laws. Otherwise, you'll answer to the Redoran Guard.
Yes, you've said as much already, Mr. Adril.
Welcome to Raven Rock, traveler. Could I interest you in any fine ash-grown foods?
Sure, that sounds
My wife and I are
interesting.
doing the best we can to keep Raven Rock fed.
What exactly is an ash-grown food?
We need to hurry.
The Dunmer have been growing food in the ashlands for thousands of years. It was born out of the necessity to survive in the harsh climate of our homeland. And now, with the constant eruptions of the Red Mountain, it's more important than ever.
Is magic involved in the cooking process?
No, only the Telvanni have the ability to weave living growth from the ash. This simply
growing,
takes the
I should
right
say.
ingredients, the right tools, and a lot of patience.
So let me see what you have for sale.
Just got some of my merchandise off the latest supply ship. See if anything strikes your fancy.
Ash yam. Blueberries. Guess I'll grab a couple of those. Flynn. Gosh, 500 a pop. Yeah, I think I'll pass on that. I'll take one of those, I suppose. Take a couple of those, I guess.
Next time you're hungry, stop by. I always have plenty of food for sale.
Alright, let's head over this way.
I'm still here.
Oh. Mogul, care for anything from my stand today?
Here in his shrine, that they have forgotten.
Oh yeah, these shrines.
Great view from here.
Here do we toil.
That we might remember.
By night, we reclaim.
What exactly do you reclaim?
What by day was stolen.
Oh, that's what you reclaim.
Far from ourselves.
I mean, what
Yes,
would
so
be interesting
He grows ever near to us.
when you have a follower like
Need
Janasa,
something?
as she's a Dunmer, is to have additional dialogue
And what might you need?
coming from her about possibly
Our eyes once
in
were
some
blind.
excited
Yes.
tone, you know, when you reach Solstheim,
Now through him
you know,
do
she
we
might
see.
have dialogue about the excitement of being among her own people,
Our hands
For a
once
change.
were idle.
as opposed to being separated from them
Now
when she
through
was in
them
Skyrim.
does he speak.
My blood's calm. I prefer it boiling.
You know, just some additional dialogue from her,
And when
giving
the
some
world
additional
shall
insights
listen,
or personal thoughts now that we're in the land of Solstheim among the Dunmer.
Amazingly pleasant change from the sewers of Novigrad.
You know what? There's an area around here. A fire fern? There's an area around here that, let's see, trauma root, shock aversion, scathe craw, ravaging health, lingering damage health. There's some
Yes.
area around here, if I remember correctly, where there's a Dunmer that is working on a excavation site, and he's needing some financial incentive to keep going, but I don't exactly remember where that is on the island. I just vaguely remember a quest.
Stop! Hear it?
A quest like that. Mother of Pearl. Mother of Pearl again.
I'm still here.
The other thing, too, is as far as I know, you unfortunately can't make any kind of jewelry when you collect items like gemstones and pearls. You can't make necklaces or earrings or rings out of these things, which is a bit odd. You can enchant them if you have the rings, but that's about all you can do. You can't really create items out of the gems or pearls themselves.
Let's get going.
$5.57. Gosh, it's gonna be nighttime before long. Let's see, what do I have? Bone break fever. Alright, I should have a cure disease. There we go.
We need to hurry.
Where is that dragon? Landed close by. There he is. Oh.
Damn it!
And I don't remember when I last did a save.
You can't get blood from a stone, Mogrel. As it is, we can barely make ends meet.
That isn't my problem. I was clear when I lost Carl.
Did we go up this way? I don't remember. It's a bit too rocky, actually.
Amazingly pleasant change from the sewers of Novigrad.
Let's see, what is this? Okay, so you can't mine that rock ore. Let's see, we went up this way, I think. And then we went up this way.
Eric?
The amulet of Kinnereth and an albino spider pod.
We need to hurry.
Shrine of Kinnereth. And it's just back that way again.
Take your best shot. Oh, guide me!
Eli Abadabra Sani.
Malakat, take you!
Come on, let's see what you got.
There's the other. Alright. Let's get some healing here.
Don't fight back, and I promise I'll kill you quickly. I'm gonna bleed you.
Abadabra Sani.
So those are the Reavers.
I feel the eyes of angry spirits upon us. We are not welcome here.
No, I don't think it's the spirits. As much as it is the Reavers that already occupy this place. Let's see, was there not another one?
Stop! Hear it?
There's another one up here. Let's see, is that it? There's nothing on the note. Seriously? Wow, alright. It is 5:45. So ladies, I'll let you relax for a while. You look around and loot what is available.
May your weapons be sharp and your prey fresh.
Some more of those. Let's see, I might be able to make some potent
Winning a war takes three things. Coin,
Knock
coin, and
everything
even
on the
more
bloody-
coin.
The bloody floor. Add these to my library. Back at Honeyside.
Yes, Sora?
Buttered mud crab claw. Might as well
Very strange. Strange to think that these chambers were once home to the ancient lords.
cooked yams. Well, let's see. Can we make... Oh, marinade. You know, let's make marinade. Let's leave it at that.
We need to hurry. Stop. Hear it?
So that is that way. And the rest of it. Really, now I'm over carry weight. 543. Let's see. The red Dunmer tunic. 75 faster. Alright, I guess I need to wear this. What just happened?
Here in my shrine, that you have forgotten.
What faithless minds have sought. He grows ever near to us.
So, where did I get transported to? Is this back at this Earth Stone? This is the Beast Stone. Oh, so I got transported to the temple. We were here. But now I'm actually, or no, I'm actually here.